pretty pictures.
Which pictures? Okay.
Oh, we're streaming live on Facebook.
Those of you joining us on Zoom are probably like, what is happening? There's 3 people in the waiting room. Admit all. Okay. So what we're going to do is, hi everyone that's watching and joining us. Super, super exciting. We are getting all of our technology together.
We're connecting everywhere.
It'd be really fun.
We're on
fun
Facebook.
Task to do. And Jennifer and I talked about this before. Jennifer, it's not letting me hide non-video participants, but it's fine.
If you go, here, I can do it.
Guys, we're just getting all our tech stuff together.
So if you go on the right upper hand, I just did it, the upper right hand corner, the 3 little dots.
Yeah.
You can hide all non-video participants.
I did that. It's like not recognizing me.
It's okay. They're all gone now.
Well, it's fine.
Hey, everyone.
See if it's on Facebook.
It is.
It is? You see it?
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. Okay. I'm going to share it because why not? I'm going to share it to my own newsfeed.
And I shall do the same.
Check us out. Okay, share now. All right, great. So yeah, it looks fine on there. All right, hello everybody. I'm so excited. It has been quite a while since I've done a live stream, and there's no better way to kick it off than with an amazing woman whom I love, who you are gonna love. And we are talking about being a well-made woman in the area of your health. So for those of you who don't even know who I am or what this is about, hello, I am Dr. Siobhan Farhat. I am founder and CEO of Relatable, and I am a life and marriage coach that helps you love your marriage without making over your husband. So some of you may be thinking that is an impossible task, but I know all the ways that you can do that. But one of the things that in my work, working with couples, working with women in the area of relationships that I realized is that how we do one thing is how we do everything. And so being happy in your marriage is really largely a function of how happy you are with yourself, the relationship you have with yourself, how you view yourself, how you understand yourself. And so really what it all boils down to is being intentional and really growth oriented in all aspects of your life. Because when you're fully fulfilled with who you are as a person, then all of that positive energy sort of spreads itself to your relationships. And so I am the creator of an event that is happening on March 7th in Edison, New Jersey, called the Well-Made Woman event. And it is all about living your life with intention to create the life you really want. So all of us have aspects of our lives that are not 100% exactly what we want it to be. And we have some ideas and thoughts and goals and dreams and visions. And so this event is all about taking it from an idea, from a goal, from a dream to your reality. And I wanted to kick off the discussion with our speakers with Jennifer Dent Brown, who is a life and weight loss coach, because I know that as women, when we look in the mirror, there's probably some part of our body that we feel is maybe a little bit larger or hanging a little bit lower than maybe we would like to. It's jiggling a little bit, has some dimples in it. I know I do. I have a 3 and a 5-year-old. So I'm learning to love my belly and my pouch and embrace it all while also really living a healthier life. And so what I love about Jennifer, without telling too much, because I do want her to introduce herself, is that her approach, which is called Stop Dieting Forever, is perfect for the busy woman, woman juggling a lot of different things, where she doesn't want to feel like she's depriving herself, but she wants to live a healthier life. She wants to lose weight, and she wants to do so for good, right? So we are in our 40s, and listen, what I tried in my 20s to lose weight is not happening anymore, right?
It
I'm sure
don't
you
work.
all, right? You all can list all of the diets that you've tried, all of the supplements you've tried, right? All of those
Mhm.
things. And it works, it does. But what I know and what Jennifer is definitely going to talk to us about is that the actions without the shift in mindset really won't get you anywhere. So today's conversation is all about being well made in the area of your health and wellness. And so I'm going to zip it up for a second and allow my beautiful and amazing speaker for the event introduce herself and tell you a little bit about what she does.
Yeah, well, thank you, Dr. Siobhan. I really appreciate the opportunity to talk with you on a lovely Monday evening. I'm super excited about the event. I love what you do with your events. I think they're amazing. And I'm just honored that I get a chance to just be a part of it. So to introduce myself, like Siobhan said, I'm a life and weight loss coach. And what that means, a lot of people are like, oh, I just want to lose weight. I just want to lose weight. Please help me lose some weight. I have trouble losing weight. But what I always say is that your weight is just an external manifestation of all the things that are going awry in your life. And we can, right? We can grit our teeth and suck it up and deprive ourselves and cut calories and over exercise and maybe lose a few pounds. But we know that's not sustainable because that's what we did in our 20s, right? All those crazy fad diets and supplements and fat burners. And for some of us who took prescription medication to lose weight, all of those things are not sustainable. And so, what I have come to learn when I initially started working with a health coach myself, way back when, I realized that there is such a huge connection between our minds and our bodies. And lots of times we just don't, we're just unaware of all of the triggers and the thoughts and the feelings that just lead us to make us think we're hungry and we continue to eat. And that is why we have trouble losing weight because we're just so unaware of how much we need to eat, what we need to be eating, and how we're feeling when we're eating. And so when I work with my clients, we don't just talk about eat this, don't eat this, eat this, don't eat this, right? It's more so about why are you eating, right? And why are you continuing to eat when maybe you don't necessarily feel hungry, and just being aware of all of those triggers that cause us to want to eat.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's the short of it.
That's the short of it. So tell all of us like how you personally became so passionate about this topic, why this is like your mission in life right now.
Because I struggled so long. It was ridiculous. I never had a weight problem in high school. Very normal weight. It wasn't until I got to college and gained the freshman 15 and then just had no idea about nutrition, no idea about like fitness and working out, no idea about emotional eating. And, being thrown into a college environment, it's just like prime for all of those insecurities to come out. And food was everywhere. And so I just continued to gain weight. And I was trying to teach myself about losing weight through like all of those magazines, like Shape, Women's Health, like we all had those magazines. But I just continued to gain the weight because I just didn't really understand how the foods I was eating was affecting my body and also why I was eating. So this just basically continued on through college, through graduate school, graduated from graduate school, got a job as a management consultant where I was literally living in a hotel Monday through Thursday, eating out 90% of the time, still trying to figure out how to get this extra 30 pounds off of my body and doing things like Jenny Craig. I remember traveling to my clients with the uh, soup packet of Jenny Craig and eating that in a styrofoam bowl at my desk. It was awful. Awful, awful, awful. LA weight loss, Weight Watchers multiple times, like cabbage soup diet,
Oh yeah,
did
I
all the
did that
stuff.
one.
Yeah. And I just realized, I was like, look, if I ever figure out how to really feel good about myself, how to really understand nutrition and understand how different foods help or hinder my body, because I also suffered from cystic acne since I was in high school, all definitely related to the foods I was eating and my inability to manage my stress. So it's just trying to figure all of that stuff out. And I was like, if I ever, ever, ever figure it out, I'm going to teach other people how to do it. I'm going to teach other women how to like get themselves out of this situation. And so I discovered a holistic health coach, just searching online, looking for the next diet program, um, just figuring like there has to be something else. And I remember on her website, she said, if you've tried everything, then you haven't tried this. Or you
Mm,
think you've tried everything, you haven't tried this. And I was
mm.
like, I have tried everything, but I'm willing to give this a try. So I joined her 6-week course, and that's when I learned about the holistic aspect of health. It's not just about cutting calories and eating certain foods and doing all the exercises, all the beach body programs. It's not just about that. It's literally how you're living your life, right? Your weight is a direct correlation of how you're living your life. And so then I was like, whoa, this is fascinating. And then I needed to know more. So I ended up enrolling in the same school that she went to and became certified as a health coach from the Institute of Integrative Nutrition. And hence,
Awesome.
here I
And hence here you are.
am.
So I love how you shared that, you had this question for yourself, like, when I figure this out, I'm going to share it with other people.
Mhm.
And so I'm curious to know if you were to sort of like distill it down to just one thing that is like an essential thing in figuring it out, right? We'll save the rest for the event. But for those who are listening today, right now, what's like the best piece of advice or the best piece of insight that you have personally come to that really makes a difference beyond the exercise, beyond the what you're eating, that really helps people stay the course?
Hmm. Fascinating. That's a really great question, Siobhan. And I have a bucket full of answers I could share. But I think the most, well, for women, right, in our age group, in the 40-ish age group, is really understanding what foods and what lifestyles affect our hormones, right? Because our hormones will dictate whether we lose weight or whether we hold on to weight. And I think there is a lot of confusion and a lot of like just it's like a gray area when you
Mm,
start talking about hormones and in your 40s are really like, oh no, menopause and all of those things, right? Even before you hit menopause, your hormones begin shifting around 35. And so the things that you used to eat to lose weight don't necessarily help you right
mm.
now. So I think understanding your hormones and how they work and what foods support them and what foods don't support them.
I think that's a fascinating thing, given that so many of us who struggle with weight, and I'll put myself in that bucket as well, it's tied to emotional eating. And so it's interesting that you're talking about the hormones, because we know what a role hormones play in our emotions. And so I'm going to be really curious to talk more with you at the event about all of that and like tying it all together. One of the things you said already that has really stuck out with me, especially, for those of us who are emotional eaters, I think asking this question of like, why are you eating, is like that, even in this conversation with you right now, has been like a really like fascinating inquiry that I would encourage everyone that is watching to really think about, like, why are you eating? Why are you eating? Right? And just like play around with that question and see what comes up.
Yeah, I actually, I just want to pause there. I
Yeah.
actually tell my clients that, like, whenever you feel the urge to put something in your mouth, like whatever, like you feel the urge, you're like, oh, I want to eat something, or you just feel like, I need a taste of something, like I'm ready to eat, just pause, right? Pause, ask yourself that exact question. why am I eating? Like, why do I feel the need to eat right now?
Yeah.
And half of the time you will find that you're not actually physically hungry, but it's some other trigger that is like pushing you to want to eat some right now because it's a distraction from whatever thing is going on at
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah. Fascinating. All right. So one of the things I also want to talk about is the event, of course, right? This conversation is inspired by so much of what we will be doing and talking about at the Well Made Woman event. And so,
Mhm.
as a speaker, as a woman who is incredibly busy, right? All of our time is sacred. I want to hear from you a little bit about why you even agreed to be a speaker, like why you want to be a part of this event.
Oh
And did
my
not
goodness.
force her, everybody, by the way.
Absolutely not. I feel like I've learned so much about myself, about managing my emotions, about stress management and time management, and how all of that stuff plays into just living a healthier life. Whenever I get a chance to share that with someone else, I'm like, please, yes, invite me. I'm happy to speak. So, I just feel like this is just such an unknown thing for so many women. And I talk to so many women who are just like, I don't understand what's happening. I can't lose this 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds. I've tried to do this, it keeps coming back. I don't know what's happening. And every time I listen to what's like their story and what's going on with their lives, I'm like, yep, that's the reason why. Oh, yep, that's the reason why. Oh, yes, that's definitely the reason why you're struggling. Like I can clearly see the exact steps that they need to do and the changes that they need to make in their lives. They can't see it for themselves. So whenever I have a chance to help somebody with those challenges, because they're very common across most of the women that I speak with, and I'm like, if anything I can tell you that's going to help you make a shift to where you can change and begin to see a change in your body and your health and your energy levels, I'm all there. I'm like
Awesome.
more than happy. It's an opportunity, a blessing and an opportunity that I can't pass up.
Awesome. So, for those who are tuning in who maybe haven't bought their ticket to the Well Made Woman event, or even haven't yet fully taken advantage of the opportunity to invest in themselves to grow personally, share a little bit of your thinking about why attending an event like this or any other professional or personal, rather. We always go to the professional development ones, right? Because at work,
Mhm.
like, you have to go,
You
right?
have to go.
This is personal development, right? Where it's really 100% on you if
Hmm.
you want to make that investment in yourself, right? We make investments in so many different other areas of our lives. Why do you think it's important and helpful to go to personal development events like this one?
Because if you're not growing, you're stagnant, right?
Mm,
If you're not learning new strategies and new tools to understand and grow and take yourself to the next level, you're stagnant.
yeah.
And any chance that you have an opportunity to really learn from an expert who has gone through the same things that you might be struggling with, it's an opportunity that you definitely need to take advantage of. I would be first in line to understand, like, okay, I'm not 100% happy or comfortable or good with this area in my life. Maybe I can learn something that I can take home with me that may shift something and may make me feel a little bit better or a little bit more comfortable or maybe move me in the direction of where I really want to go. Why wouldn't you want to take advantage of that? I don't know.
I we'll be there taking advantage of it. But I think an
Absolutely.
interesting take on what you said, like, if you're not growing, you're stagnant. And I've heard someone even go as far as to say, like, if you're not growing, you're like going backwards. Because the
Mm.
reality is, like, if you're staying stuck and life is moving on, right?
Mhm.
Other people are growing, other people are achieving, other people are doing whatever it is that is the area in your life that you want to be advancing in. And so I would, agree with that even there too. Like, if you're not growing, if you're not intentionally moving yourself towards where you want to be, you're just going to get left behind.
Mhm.
So, for those of you who can be in the New Jersey area or live in New Jersey already, definitely take advantage of this
Even if they're
opportunity to
not in
gather
New
with us.
Jersey,
Yeah,
make it a weekend.
honestly, make it a weekend. Exactly. It
These
is a
events
full
are
one
like,
day conference. Yes.
yeah, these
Make it a
events are one in a
weekend.
million. When you have an
Yeah.
opportunity that's in front of you, you're aware of it, you can relate to the speakers and what's happening, and you really have like an piqued interest in becoming a well-made woman, follow it. Follow that intuition and just come and hang out with us for the day.
Yeah. It's going to be so amazing. I can't even
I
wait.
can't wait.
So speaking of following, how can people follow you? Like, where is the best place for people to get to know you better, to, consume some of your material? I know you got lots of great things to share with people. How can they find
Yeah.
you? What's the best way?
Social media. So you can always follow me on Instagram. I usually post, if you're curious to see like what I eat every day, I usually post that on Instagram stories. You can follow me at Jennifer Dent Brown. If you like to see some of my live streams and like some of my topics and things that I shared, I just actually taught a master class on Saturday about creating your own morning routine that works for you. Because if you can't manage your time and your schedule, then you certainly can't manage your weight. So I did a 90-minute masterclass, which is actually on my Facebook page. You can go check that out, 100% free. I have a workbook that goes along with it. You can find me at Coach Jennifer Dent Brown on Facebook.
Awesome. Well, thank
Oh,
you,
and my
Jennifer.
website,
Oh, your website. Tell us your website.
jenniferdent.com.
Jennifer.com. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jennifer. This is just
Yay.
the beginning of our conversation. I can't wait to continue it in front of a beautiful audience of women on March 7th at the Well Made Woman event. So get your tickets. Join us there.
Yes. I'm
Bye
giving
for now.
everybody hugs. Everybody gets a hug.
Yes, 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 yes.
You need that personal connection.
Oh, one other thing. Thank you for saying that. So if you've been so inspired to attend the event and would love a little discount, Jennifer, I have a special link for her, especially for those of you who are interested more in what she has to offer. When you purchase your early bird ticket this week, you can use the code Jennifer and get a couple bucks off. I'm not even going to tell you how much off. Just go, get
Check
your
it out.
ticket, check out the
Yeah.
code,
You got the urge, just
and
hit
yeah,
submit.
hit submit and join us there.
Do it.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thank
Bye.
you.
See ya.
Bye.